The most luxury whiskey bars. As the craft cocktail movement spreads across the country, bar-goers are discovering new ingredients and putting their palates to the test with unexpected spirits. But nothing beats a good glass of whiskey when you want to fall back on a tried-and-true classic. Whiskey's known as America's traditional drink and as the epitome of luxury and pleasure. Whiskey is more popular than ever, with new distilleries springing up all across the United States. But where do you get the best whiskey? Which bars offer the best luxury experience? Let's find out in today's video. But before we start, please leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell for more amazing videos. And without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. 7 Grand Los Angeles. 7 Grand takes whiskey seriously, with a 17-page menu listing over 700 different whiskeys. This bar has an impressive international whiskey wall, which is unsurprising. They also host tastings with master distillers and brand ambassadors from around the world regularly. This hunting-themed bar, as the name suggests, serves some high-end whiskeys. They recently emptied the last drips of a Macallan 55 bottle that would have cost $1,200 per serving. 7 Grand may not be as famous as it once was, but no one can deny the extraordinarily strong cocktails in a room that is always much larger than we recall. There are multiple rooms, billiards, and a back secret bar that specializes in Japanese whiskey, as well as a cigar patio where you may drink the night away. Number 2. Zoetrope Tokyo. At first glance, everything appears to be unremarkable. A large number of bottles are lined up behind a wooden counter, in front of which are some high chairs, and next to 4 tables that are slightly crammed into the reasonably tight area. When you look closer at the bottles, however, you realize you're in a special place. It's the mega city's first independent bar dedicated just to Japanese whiskey. There isn't a single drop of Scottish or other European varieties to be seen here. If you're looking for a dram, Tokyo's Zoetrope is the place to go. There are over 300 flavors to pick from. The soundtracks dominate the speakers, while the bar's decor was designed by famed Japanese art director Takeo Kimura. A projector at the bar's far end plays famous Japanese silent comedies on a continuous loop. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Number 3. Junction Kolkata. India is quickly becoming the world's most ardent whiskey drinker, as evidenced by its numerous bars. Junction, located in Kolkata's iconic Taj Bengal Hotel, is one of the greatest. Junction features some replica steam engines mounted on the walls, evoking the country's iconic station bars. It has a large selection of high-end spirits, including several rare single malt whiskeys. The scenario is completed with live Kolkatan jazz, which makes a lot of noise in the city. Number 4. Baxter Inn, Sydney. Baxter Inn is now ranked number 12 in Drinks International World's 50 Best Bars, which should give you an idea of just how wonderful it is. Its back bar, reminiscent of a modern-day speakeasy, houses an extensive whiskey collection that the proprietors erected an old-fashioned sliding ladder to gain access to it. A subterranean delight for both novice and seasoned whiskey lovers. Number 5. Lidkobe, Copenhagen. The pub is housed in a structure that dates back to 1886 and is hidden away from the famed and popular Vesterbrogade Street. The first thing you see is a terrace area, which is an excellent spot for an early evening drink and occasionally hosts food and wine events. Originally a cocktail bar, this traditionally Scandi establishment has lately been expanded to incorporate a whiskey lover's wet dream. An extravagant upstairs bar with an open fireplace, leather sofas, and amber-lit medical cabinets overflowing with whiskey, according to the owners. The cocktail bar is a big, light-filled place with different decor and mood on each floor. Number 6. Untitled Supper Club, Chicago. Untitled Supper Club is a stylish homage to Prohibition-era cocktail dens. Live music and 1920s-style entertainment are held in the dark venue with velvet couches and gilded mirrors. There are 4 main spaces within the bar's 17,000 square feet. the lounge, the dining room, the whiskey library, and the backstage room, which on weekends serves as a bottle service VIP lounge with a paparazzi-proof back door. Number 7. Drum Bar Chicago. The beverages at this swanky rooftop bar helmed by the Underground's Benjamin Newby are as cinematic as the views. It's a lovely location on the hotel's 18th level, but the authentic lure is the enormous rooftop patio. Despite its high-rise location, they've gone for a speakeasy vibe, which is mirrored in the cocktail menu heavy on the whiskeys, bourbons, and scotches. The Ruby is made with bourbon, apricot liqueur, lime juice, and raspberries, while the smoke is made with scotch and lapsang tea. The ambiance is luxurious in an understated, urban sense, and the vista, especially in the early evening, is simply breathtaking. It's so popular these days that if you want to try Craig Schottler's progressive cocktails, you should go earlier in the week. Number 8. The Patterson House, Nashville, Tennessee. They produce innovative and classic cocktails in a regulated setting with the highest quality ingredients, resulting in an ideal, curated experience for each guest. They also feature a limited food selection with appetizers, heartier alternatives, and a couple of sweet delights. Although the Patterson House is most renowned for its cocktails, it has a sizable whiskey selection. With its metallic ceilings, bookcases, low-hanging light fixtures, and gold decor, the dimly lighted area creates a Prohibition-inspired atmosphere that rivals New York and Chicago speakeasies. Number 9. The Witter Bar, Zurich. The Witter Bar, also known as the Ram Bar, was recently selected Zurich's greatest bar and continues to entice thirsty visitors worldwide. It's considered as a first-rate cocktail bar, with over 1,000 spirits on hand and a whiskey library that thoroughly covers the Scotch globe. Jazz is also taken seriously here, with live performances on the house's ivory keys providing the perfect companion to a few drams. Number 10. The Still, Tasmania. Lark Distillery, an Australian whiskey producer, has announced the opening of The Still, a premium whiskey bar in Tasmania's capital. The new location, which is expected to debut in spring 2022, will have a collection of over 150 whiskeys created in the area. The new whiskey bar will be a fully immersive experience, according to the business. Visitors will walk through a whiskey hall of fame, stopping by a retail and sampling section to sample luxury cocktails crafted by Niall Morici and Campbell Nickel, two of Hobart's most well-known bartenders. While sitting and enjoying their drinks on handmade furniture designed by Hobart designer Scott Van Tuyl, patrons will be treated to aromatic smells created by a local perfumer. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Are you a whiskey fan? Which of the bars is your favorite? Comment below, let's engage. Also, if you're interested in more luxurious videos, please leave a like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell for more amazing videos. Goodbye. See you in the next video.